This is Nathan Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams, and today is Wednesday, August 16th, 2023, and we are located at 1407 Van Tress Ave, Wilmington, California. And we are performing a video sewer and waste inspection through a 2-inch waste line located on the left hand side of the house in the crawl space area. And this is our crawl space area. This is the front of our property. This is the back door. This is the side gate here. And we went ahead and located this waistline clean out here, 2-inch waistline clean out in this crawl space area. So we're just going to put our camera head at the top of the clean out, and we're going to begin to push out and begin our video sewer and waste inspection. So we are in black ABS waistline, and we're just going to continue to push out. A little bit of debris there, nothing too major. And then we immediately transition into cast iron waistline. And you can see that it is definitely heavily built up and scaling. So we're just going to continue to push out. And then we drop into the main chimney. You can see there that we're going to drop in, and there's some debris and some buildup, and it is holding a little bit of water there. Just a little bit of water there. You can see that it's holding. So we're just going to continue to push out. And that's right underneath the house in the drop. So we're just going to continue to push out. We are in still cast iron. So we're just going to continue to push out. Continue to push out. Definitely some more build up and scaling. We're actually going to pause here for a moment and get some water running so we can keep our camera head clean and reach our city sewer tie-in. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we did get some water running, and we are running the guest bathroom, or the hallway bathtub. So we're just going to continue to push out. We're going to utilize this water to get ourselves all the way out as far as we can. Hopefully reach our city sewer tie-in. And then on the way back, we could take a really good look at the waistline and the sewer pipe. So we're going to continue, and you can see right here we transition from cast iron to, it appears, vitreous clay. So we're just going to continue to push out, and we're just going to continue to push out. Well, we're just going to continue to push out. Hopefully reach our city sewer tie-in. And this is our city sewer tie-in. You can see the water running beneath us. So we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to turn off our water in the guest bathroom and we'll begin to be able to pull back and take a good look at our sewer and waste line. Okay, we did go ahead and try to locate this area, and it is very difficult. We went to the rear of the property because there is power lines in the rear of the property, and we didn't get a signal back there. So we did go to the front, and the front, you could see that there is manhole covers in the street, and it is, I did get a signal, but it seems that it's very deep in the street. So we're just gonna pull back and begin taking a good look at our city sewer tie-in and our saddle, and then we could take a good look at our sewer line on our way back. So we're just going to begin to pull back, and you can see that this is our city sewer tie-in. You can see the water running beneath us, and we're going to pull back, and it appears to be concrete saddle. You can see there. And it seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. And then you pull back, and then you go into this joint and you pull right into a little bit of a belly. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and it is holding water. So we're going to push forward, and you can see that we are in water, holding water right there. We can't get past this offset here, so we're just going to continue to pull back. And that offset there is holding water back. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And you can see that we come up on that belly, and it's still holding a little bit of water behind us. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and we are in concrete sewer pipe. And that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. So we're just going to continue to pull back. That joint as well seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint there seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. Just a little bit of debris in the pipe, but that is normal. It is normal for the age of the house. And that joint as well seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. So we're going to continue to pull back. It's really hard to tell, but it appears that looks, I could be wrong, but when we get back to the office we can blow it up and take a better look at it, but it appears that there is a crack in that joint there. But we're going to continue to pull back. We are in concrete sewer pipe. You can see that that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. Continue to pull back. That joint there has a fairly large offset, but it's from the 12 o'clock all the way to the 4 o'clock. It's really on the top of the pipe, not on the bottom, so nothing too major. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And then you can see right here we transition from concrete sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe. So we're going to push right here, and we're going to locate this for a moment. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and we are in the front of the property. If you're facing the house, we are on the left-hand side on the sidewalk area, and it was really hard to get an actual depth location because of our locator is binging all over the place, but it is pretty deep. So you should be able to pull it up on LA Navs and be able to get the depths in the street. But we are transitioning from concrete sewer pipe to vitreous clay sewer pipe, and you can see there's a fairly large offset and another offset there in the vitreous clay. But nothing, it is very large actually, and you can see there that, you know, that's a potential where the debris and toiletry can, you know, get stuck and heavy So we're just going to continue to pull back. You can see right there is our test tee, and that is on the sidewalk area. It's just very deep and we weren't able to get a location. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and we're going to try to locate a good area to put a mainline clean out, two-way mainline clean out in the front of the property, closest to the front of the property. So we're just going to continue to pull back and look at these joints. You can see that joint in fair, maintainable condition, and this is vitreous clay. So we're going to continue to pull back. And you can see that joint there as well. You can see it's bell and spigot, and it goes inside each other, but that joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition, as well as that joint. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And then you can see in this joint here, there's a very large break. So we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area here, and you can see that there is a break at the bottom of this joint, and we located it on the right hand side of the driveway at 10 foot 11 inches deep. And it is very deep because it does dive into the ground, and that's why it was so difficult for me to get a location of the transition from property line to city, and it was difficult for me to get a actual reading of the city sewer tie-in and how deep we are. So we're just going to continue to pull back, take a good look at our joints. You can see there just a little bit of root intrusion, a little bit of root fingers coming in, a little bit of a face of the pipe at the top, but nothing too major. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And you can see there a little bit of an offset, but nothing major. Joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition, so we're just going to continue to pull back. You can see some more roots and stuff, but just little fingers. Definitely would recommend getting a hydrojetted and getting cleaned out. So continue to pull back, and you can see there, and we do have, it's a little bit of an offset there, a little bit of a lip. You can see that things have been catching up there, and you know, this would be another potential spot to get a soft stoppage. So we'll actually pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and we are 5 foot 6 inches deep in the grass on the right hand side of the driveway closest to the front door. And this is an offset there, a little bit of an offset that you definitely could get caught up, and that's where a potential soft stoppage would happen. So we're just going to continue to pull back. You can see that there is a little bit more roots on the side there, just little grass fingers. You can see that, you know, a little bit of roots there. And the joint seems to be in fair and maintainable condition. It's just coming through, but it's really hard to get an actual good look at it with the roots coming in through the top. So we would have to definitely get it hydrojetted so we can get a better look at it. So we're just going to continue to pull back. And you can see in that joint as well, just a little bit of grass. That's actually grass growing in there, not really roots. So we're going to continue to pull back. And you can see in this joint as well, behind the joint right there, there is a break or a crack in the vitreous clay. So we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, we did go ahead and locate this area, and it is 2 foot 6 inches deep right in front of the house along the walkway in the grass. And you can see here there is a break behind the joint there. So we're just going to continue to pull back. Continue to pull back, make a little bit of a turn, and you can see that we are transitioning back into this is our transition from vitreous clay back into cast iron waistline. We're gonna pause right here and locate this area, and this would be a good area for a mainline sewer clean out. So we're gonna pause here for a moment. Okay, we did go ahead and mark this area, and this area is just on the edge of the walkway in front of our house, and it's marked with the red flag at 2 foot 5 inches deep. This would be a good place to dig up and put a two-way mainline clean out, so you could be able to access the sewer and the waste line, because there is no accessibility. We're going through a waistline clean out on the side of the house, and then you could see that we are transitioning from vitreous clay back into cast iron sewer pipe, and you can see there that in the vitreous clay sewer pipe there, large offset, appears it could be broken too as well, and we did locate that area, and it is at the front of the property on the edge of the grass area, 2 foot 6 inches deep. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and then we pull back into our cast iron sewer waistline, our waistline, and you can see that there's a lot of debris and scaling, but it is period of the home, nothing too major. So we're just going to continue to pull back, and you can see that the cast iron definitely does get restricted, and you can see there it gets restricted and then opens back up and then restricts again, and that's just the buildup in the cast iron. So we're going to continue to pull back, continue to pull back. Continue to pull back, make a little bit of a turn, and we're going to pull up. That's our stack for our main sewer, and then you can see here we're going to pull back into, this is our main stack for our waistline under the house, and then we're going to pull back into our waistline branch here, and you can see that it is restricted, heavily built up. And then we transition back into black ABS, and it's only a short section of black ABS because they put this clean out, this waistline clean out here on the side. So that will conclude our video sewer and waistline inspection.